update time. It's all looking good, got most of it connected. And I'll just do a little walk around, show you what I have so far, because of course it's never done. So down the sump I have a whole bunch of, let's see if you can see it, little Pucani rock in this chamber. Got the skimmer, got the UV hooked up back there, and a carbon reactor doser back there. I got my fancy Voss dosing bottles all hooked up. Haven't hooked up the dose yet, but at some point I might dabble in automatic water changes, so stay tuned on that. Yeah, working on this still, so that's where it's at. Anyway, I'll give you a look inside. Everyone's been doing good, getting along. Those two right there, Puffer and Blueface. Wasn't sure about them, but they're leaving each other alone. There are a couple combinations I wasn't quite sure about. Sohal. Purple Tang. The yellow tangs, of course. But maybe they've all left each other alone. My theory is that, since everyone went into a new tank, they didn't really have time yet to get their territory, so they've been hashing it out. No fights. Blueface still runs the show, though, of course. I got a glare there. So speaking of glare, once the summertime hits, we've got a window here, a window there, high ceiling. Usually this room gets fairly warm, but we keep the AC pretty low thanks to the solar on the roof. And if you're wondering what that noise is not the tank, is Rufus drinking water. Get back to them in a minute. So I hooked up my same hydras and Kessels that I had on the other two tanks and combined them on this one, and yeah, it's okay, but then I started thinking, man, I'm an old school reefer. I love metal halides, and I'll show you that in a second. But while I'm on that subject, the only thing I really don't like so far that I'm still working on is the ballast up there. You can see them from down here, and I don't know, man. At some point I'll put them somewhere, figure it out so you can't see them when you're looking at the tank. Anyway, let's take a look at them. So what I did, and it's always a work in progress, is I put, that's right, there's 4 of them on there, 250 watt. These are 20Ks, I believe, but I ordered some Hamilton 14Ks. They should be here today, so when they get on there, I'll put them on, see how they look, and see with that. But I did utilize my hydras, all 4 of them, everything but the whites. So sorry, whites, that's the way it goes sometimes. But so far so good. Oh, and the trash can is top off water. I haven't quite figured that out because of the other setup. I had the hole through the wall and it was connected to the RODI, but this is not. So what I've been doing was when that thing gets low on the wheels, I'll wheel it over to the RODI. And what I might do, see if I can do it, is since it's in this spot on this wall in the kitchen, put it under the sink. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, and that's a bunch of extra Pucani rock that I put for sale locally here, so if you're wondering what that is. And there's Rufus. He loves looking in that sump, especially when there was fish in it. So Rufus is a 6-month-old English Bull Terrier. He's our male. He's doing fine. He's the mellow one. Cleopatra's always been the psycho hyper one. Speaking of her, she's been doing okay. I mean, laying around. We give her prednisone twice a day, 12 hours apart, and she likes the cold floor. So she lays on the floor, and I can't believe she's not jumping up right now. But she's hanging in there. No real change, which is good, I guess. But we changed her diet. We ordered her some CBD, some different CBD from cbddogs.com, I think it's called. So we'll see. So I will keep you all posted. There's the dogs. There's the tank. All right. See y'all.